If you're new to The Sims 4, there might be features in the game that you don't know exist. Even if you've been playing The Sims 4 since launch, there still might be some stuff in the game that you didn't know existed either. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is DMR Games, and today I'm going to be showing you some tips, facts, and features in The Sims 4 that you might not know exist. There are many ways to earn money in this game, also known as simoleons. Yes, there are careers in the game, but there's a lot more ways that are a lot more fun in my opinion. One of my favorites is selling paintings and crafts that I make. But painting is definitely my favorite just because it's the easiest in my opinion. Whenever I have my Sims paint, I always have them do an abstract painting. You can choose whatever size, but in my case, abstract paintings give me the most simoleons in the end, even if they're at low skill. Usually most of the time what I do is that I have my Sim get a career, but when they're at home, I have them paint or do some crafts that sells for simoleons. My Sim is level 10 in painting skill, and with the large abstract painting, he can make almost 1200 simoleons every time. You can also do this with the woodworking table, the candle station if you have eco lifestyle. This can even go as far as knitting if you have nifty knitting. And there's also a lot more ways that you can do this. One really overpowered way to earn simoleons in this game is with the dust bunnies that come with the Sims 4 Bust the Dust kit. So first you want to make the dust bunny really happy. You can see its happiness level at the very bottom of the text box when you have your cursor over it. To make it happy, click on the dust bunny and then you can say feed dust. Feeding the dust bunny can give you a +1 happy moodlet. This process can take a little bit as there is a cooldown on feeding the bunny dust. You may want to clean up a little bit with the vacuum cleaner, but just make sure you don't vacuum up the dust bunny because my Sim will get a +2 embarrassment moodlet if I have visitors over while the house is dirty or filthy. And then they also get a +1 tense moodlet that is permanent until the floor level gets clean again, which can be kind of annoying. So after a long time of feeding the dust bunny dust, his happiness level is finally at very high. So now if you want to, you can pet and befriend the dust bunny. The reason why you want to befriend the dust bunny is because, as you can see from this notification in the top right, dust bunnies will find rarer items and occasionally dig up simoleons when you don't even tell them to. It also gives you a +3 happy moodlet. Once you're at this state, you want to ask the dust bunny to search for valuables. You'll get this notification once they find something, and then you want to go ahead and look in your Sim's inventory. In this case, I only got a $25 common thing. I don't even know what this is, but you can just go ahead and sell that. Eventually, they can find some really rare stuff. Okay, so I've been doing this for maybe 5 minutes, if not less, and I already found this skull, diamond, gold, whatever this thing is, and it's worth 10,000 simoleons, so you can see how this can earn you a lot of money. Like, I don't even understand why your Sims need to get a job when you can just befriend a dust bunny and they give you like more than like a week's paycheck for your Sims. That's insane. So in just 5 minutes, I've already found 10,256 simoleons worth of stuff. So this can be really, really handy. So I don't even know why your Sims get a job at this point. Like, it's really, really cool. It's definitely very overpowered, and I'm guessing it will probably get patched in like a later update, but as of now, this is still a thing, so this is a great way to earn simoleons without getting an actual job. If you take a look at your Sims Needs panel, you might notice these little icons. These are actually buttons that you can click for auto-solve. For example, my Sim here is hungry, but if I click it to auto-solve, she will automatically go and fill that need. For example, she's hungry, so she's gonna go outside and start grilling some food. In The Sims 4, there's a hidden aspiration in the game called the grilled cheese aspiration. To unlock it, your Sim needs to eat 3 plates of grilled cheese in a row. So for me, I like to do the family size, so that way they can make 4 plates of grilled cheese, that way they can eat 3 of them in a row. Once the grilled cheese is ready, have them grab a serving 3 times in a row. So that way when they're done with their current plate, they'll immediately go and grab another one. Once they're done, you should see a little notification pop up in the corner saying that you unlocked the hidden grilled cheese aspiration. Click the select new aspiration button, and then you'll find it under the food category. There it is. You have successfully now unlocked the grilled cheese aspiration. Now you might be wondering, why would you ever want to choose this? Now here's why. The first 2 milestones of tasks may not seem so hard, but the last milestone is really difficult. For example, your sim needs to eat a grilled cheese in space and even talk to the Grim Reaper about grilled cheese, which in order to get the Grim Reaper to spawn, one of your sims needs to pass away. So that can be pretty difficult. But once your sim finishes the aspiration, they have a cool new reward trait. This allows them to summon a plate of grilled cheese anywhere. All you need to do is click on your sim, more choices, and then summon grilled cheese. And voila. Do be careful with this though, as summoning a plate of grilled cheese with a negative emotion can cause the grilled cheese to be spoiled or bad quality. So make sure your sim has a positive emotion before they do this. There's a cool plant in the game called a Cowplant berry. There are lots of ways to obtain it, but my favorite way is definitely fishing. You won't believe how many times my sims have fished this up on accident. Once you have caught the Cowplant berry, all you need to do is click on it and say plant. Once your sim plants it, all you need to do is take care of it like a normal plant, such as watering, weeding it, etc. After a few sim days, it should look like this. Yeah, I know. It's pretty freaky, huh? It turned into that little berry all the way into a giant cow plant. You can name it, feed it, pet, and play with it. This thing may look all cute and cuddly, but don't let it fool you when it's hungry. You'll know when it's hungry because it'll stick out this little slice of chocolate cake. Now, it may look delicious, but it's actually its tongue. I know, looks good, but kind of gross at the same time. The safe choice here would be to feed it. However, if your sim tries to eat the cake instead, that cow plant will eat your sim instead. However, on the first time, the cow plant will spit back your sim up. Yeah, that's really gross. Your sim's hygiene need will be drained, and they will also have this 2-day drained moodlet, which can be really dangerous. I'll explain it in a second. Once a sim has gotten eaten, the cow plant can be milked. Once the cow plant is milked, you'll get a notification saying that Marco squeezed out a mysterious fluid, and in this case, it's one essence of happiness since my sim was happy before he got eaten. If you check your inventory, you'll find the essence. If you have your sim drink the essence, they'll get a corresponding emotion to whatever the previous sim who just got eaten's emotion was. In this case, it was happy. It lasts for 12 hours, and it gives you a pretty standard buff. Do be careful though, because this can be negative emotions as well. For example, if the sim who got eaten was sad, then the essence will be sad, which will cause the sim whoever drinks it will be sad as well. So be careful with that. If your sim still has the drain moodlet and attempts to eat the cake again, then they will die for real now. Yeah. Just like before, the cow plant can be milked again. However, this time, a different effect happens if the sim actually died. They will get what's called Essence of Life in their inventory. If you drink the life essence, the sim's current age meter will be reset. This also gives them a +3 happy moodlet for 2 whole days. So it's worth it, I guess? If you go into Create a Sim, you may notice this little icon under the aspirations. This is actually your likes and dislikes. You may question, what does this have anything to do with gameplay? Well, choosing likes and dislikes can highly affect your gameplay. There are 4 categories you can choose from as of now that I'm recording this. Color, music genre, activity, and then if you have the Sims 4 Dream Home Decorator game pack, then you also have decor. Color, music genre, and decor affect your gameplay, but not as much as activity. For example, let's say my sim likes cooking, but dislikes fishing. Because I set my sim to like cooking, he will get a +1 happy I love cooking moodlet. And because of this, he'll gain his cooking skill faster because he likes cooking. So if there's a certain skill that you want your sims to build up fast, then make sure when you're in Create a Sim to tell them that they like that activity. And also there will be random pop-ups in the game that will give you the chance to say that your sim likes/dislikes a certain activity that they're currently doing. However, because I said that he doesn't like fishing, if I make him go fish, he'll get a +2 tense moodlet saying, "I hate fishing." Because of this, his fishing skill will go up slower than normal, and his fun need will deplete faster. And in my case, they struggle catching more stuff. If your sim keeps doing the activity that they don't like, eventually they will get a +2 uncomfortable moodlet saying that they are having a bad time. If they keep going after that uncomfortable moodlet, then they will get a +3 angry moodlet saying having a really bad time, which will make them immediately very angry. You might be familiar with the residential worlds that there are in the Sims 4 base game: Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, and Newcrest. However, there are 2 secret worlds that you can discover. These secret worlds do not appear on the residential worlds or the destination worlds. Here's how you find them. The first hidden world is in Willow Creek. Once you're in Willow Creek, you need to travel to the Foundry Cove neighborhood. To do that, you can click on any of these 5 lots that are in this neighborhood, and simply select a sim to travel with, and then travel there. Once you're here, you want to travel over to this section of the neighborhood and find this specific tree. Once you found it, you want to click on it and keep viewing the tree. You're probably thinking right now, how does this unlock a secret world? Just trust me on this. Keep clicking the view option multiple times and have your sims keep doing it until you see the option come up called water. And now, have your sim keep watering the tree until the next option comes up. Eventually, you should see the compliment on leaves action. Have your sim compliment on leaves. This will take multiple attempts, so just keep trying, just trust me. Eventually, you'll see this little doorway come up in the tree. Now, click on the tree and have your sim explore. Once your sim starts exploring, you'll experience some pop-ups in the game with 2 choices. Make sure you follow this order carefully. First, when this pop-up comes up, you want to follow the sound. Then when this pop-up comes up, hit follow downstream. Then here, say enter the mist. Then once you did those 3, you'll have this pop up here. You can either return to the tree entrance or travel to Glade. But in this case, hit travel to Glade, and then you'll travel to the Sylvan Glade. And there you have it. Now you're in the Sylvan Glade secret world. There's lots of stuff to do here, such as there's a giant fishing pond here where you can catch rare fish. And there's also a really pretty lake that you can also fish at for some rare fish. And also there are other cool collectibles here, such as like wild plants, frogs, and other cool stuff you can find here that I probably didn't mention. Once your sim is ready to go, you can click on the tree again and press go home, or you can easily click the house button. Unfortunately, your sims can't build or live in the secret worlds, which is kind of a bummer. I think Sylvan Glade is really pretty, but there's still more to show, so let's get to the next one. For this next secret world, your sims will need level 10 handiness skill. The word working table is a great way to build handiness skill in my opinion. Once your sim has level 10 handiness skill, you want to travel to Oasis Springs. Next, you're going to want to travel to the Acquisition Butte neighborhood. Next, you're going to want to visit this lot right here where the Landgrab household is. Just click on that lot and then travel. And select your sims and then go. Once you're at this lot, you want to go behind the lot, and then you'll find this little path that leads down over here to this abandoned mine. Then have your sim break open the mine. Again, this is why you need level 10 handiness skill. You'll need level 10 handiness skill to break this open. Once your sim has broken open, all you need to do now is just click explore. Just like Sylvan Glade, these pop-up choices will come up again on this world. Choose the choices in this order. First, you want to say take wide path. When this comes up, hit climb ladder. Then step onto the ledge. Then you can either travel to the grotto or return to the cave entrance. Click travel to grotto, and then click OK. And voila, you're at Forgotten Grotto. This is really beautiful. This world is really cool because there's a lot of things to do here. Right from the start, you'll come across this weird crafted wooden toilet. It's really weird. It acts like a normal toilet, but I just think it's kind of funny that it's right here in the middle of a abandoned mine. And then there's this little tap, which you can look for frogs in it and find some rare frogs. But then if you keep following the trail down here, you find a really, really pretty lake area. Here, you'll immediately notice there are some rare rocks and gems to collect. There's also a fishing area to catch some really rare fish, and of course some wild plants. This world is super, super pretty, and it's probably my most favorite out of all of the secret worlds. Once you are done, you can either click the house button on your Sim's icon, or you can go back to the mine and say go home. This next secret world requires the Sims 4 Outdoor Retreat game pack. This next one is a little bit tricky, but it's definitely worth it in my opinion. First, have your Sim go to the phone and then say travel, and then you want to say take a vacation. And then select who you want to go with, then hit OK. Then once this screen pops up, you want to hit Granite Falls. You can select any cabin you want, or you can even do a campground. Once you pick the cabin or campground you want, you can rent for as many days as you want, but for this case, I'm just gonna do 1 day. I love the cabins in this game. I think they are the cutest thing ever. Okay, anyway, then what you want to do is you want to scroll out so that way you can travel. Next, you want to travel to Granite Falls Forest, which is a national park. Once your Sim is here, you want to scroll out and then you want to go in this direction. It's kind of like a path almost, and then you'll discover this little cave area. All you need to do now is just click on it and say explore. When this comes up, you want to say step forward. If you say retreat, then that means you'll come back out of the cave, but in this case, we're going to say step forward. When this comes up, you want to say go through web. When this comes up, say sally forth. And then when this comes up, say travel towards the Sim. And then you'll get this pop up and say okay. You now have arrived at the Hermit's house. It's really easy to find. You just need to go over here and then boom, there it is. If you can't find the Hermit, just keep looking around. For this case, this is my Hermit. The Hermit is a randomized Sim and may look different in your game. And also, this is a task in the Outdoor Enthusiast Aspiration, to befriend the Hermit of Granite Falls. So, if you have the Outdoor Enthusiast Aspiration, now's your chance to befriend the Hermit. At the Hermit's house, you'll find right away that this beautiful waterfall is here, and this is actually a fishing spot. If you've checked the house and the Hermit isn't there, you might want to check certain fishing spots, like for example, this waterfall. There's also a little campfire here where they might be. Just keep looking around in the world. I'm sure you'll find them somewhere. At the Hermit's house, there's a really cool fishing spot with a beautiful waterfall where you can catch rare fish. There's some wild plants. And then at the Hermit's house, you'll find some really rare collectibles. For example, at his house, you'll find a blackberry bush, which blackberries are really hard to find. Some of these might not be ready to harvest, but you can still collect a microscope sample. And there's also some really rare plants, such as this unidentified mushroom. And also, I love the Hermit's house, which I'm sure you can probably find it on the gallery somewhere. I'm sure a very talented person out there who can build, unlike me, probably posted it out there, so I'm sure you can find it out there somewhere. Yeah, but as you can see, this world is really pretty. Oh my god, this would be such a pretty screenshot. Once you're done and ready to go back to your campsite, you can either press the go to lodging, or you can click on the little cave thing and say return to Granite Falls Forest. The next hidden world requires the Sims 4 Get to Work expansion pack. There are 2 ways to get to the secret world, one being through the scientist career and one by rocket ship. For the sake of this video, I'm going to do the rocket ship one just because it's easiest in my opinion. Now go to build by mode and then go to outdoor activities. Then you're going to want to scroll down until you find the rocket ship. Once you have the rocket ship, place it down. It costs 5,000 simoleons, but it's definitely worth it. Now have your Sim build the rocket ship for 1,000 simoleons. You can have up to 3 Sims working at a time on this, so I recommend having 3 Sims working on this just because it will get done faster. Once you have built your rocket ship, now you want to upgrade your rocket ship to install the wormhole generator, which requires level 10 rocket science skill. Once your Sim has level 10 rocket science skill, now you want to click on your rocket, say upgrade, and then install wormhole generator for 1,000 simoleons. This process can take a while, so be patient. Now all you need to do is click on the rocket and then travel through wormhole. After a few seconds they take off, this pop-up should come up, and then click beam down. And now you have arrived at Sixam. This world is very pretty, but also kind of scary looking at the same time. While you're here, there's so much stuff to collect, like a bunch of rare metals and gems. There are also these things, but I have no idea what it is, and they're like kind of everywhere. There's like rocks and like this thing. It looks like a giant chess piece. I have no idea what it is, but for some reason, I can't collect some of them. Like for some, like this one I can't collect, but this one I can. I think it's a bug. But just try it for yourself because I have no idea what these things are. And also while you're here, you might stumble upon the aliens that are here as well. They don't do much, but it's pretty cool to see them, to be honest. And you can do all of your basic social interactions with them. And you can still become friends with them just like a normal sim. So that's pretty cool. And eventually you can get an alien to join your household, and they have cool powers and stuff. That's really cool. And again, like normal, to return home, you can either press the home button or you can go through this portal thing and you can take some of the aliens you met home with you. And that was The Sims 4 tips, facts, and features that you now know exist. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like, as this took a really long time to film and edit. And while you're at it, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to follow my Twitch, that will be in the description of the video, and join my brand new Discord server, that will also be in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.